Welcome back to the show. Villanova has had a guard factory for years. This guy, Lowry, Hart, DiVincenzo, all these dudes have built a guard you reputation here on the main line. But this season, there's a new kind of problem for opponents wearing a Wildcats uniform. He's physical, lives in the paint, and is trying to flip the script from Villanova being known for just having point guard killers to now having a big man that you have the game plan for. He's here to set the tone, own the glass, and put his stamp on a new era of Wildcats basketball. We're here with senior transfer forward, Duke Brennan. Duke, thank you so much for joining us, man.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate you taking time to kind of sit down with us, learn a little bit more about Duke Brennan, man.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, man.
Of course. The first thing that my brain said when I saw you is, it's a Duke.
Okay, yeah. No, I like that chant, so if we can keep that going, for sure.
You like that from the Nova Nation crowd.
I like it, yes, I like it.
Nova Nation, you heard that. That Duke wants that as a staple.
I appreciate it.
Well, it brings good energy into the gym, right? It gets people excited to watch you play. What was your first kind of impression of that Nova Nation crowd on Saturday?
It's great. Coming home, playing a home game, it's important to, have fans, have people supporting you. So, appreciate all the fans coming out and supporting and enjoying what they see and, giving me some love.
Well, we're super excited. Let's talk about where this kind of strength and this determination, this attitude from Duke Brennan came from. In high school, a multi-sport athlete, right? We obviously know about basketball. Played football, played volleyball, also a scholar athlete, a national scholar athlete as well.
That.
My dad loves to say the first part of student athlete is student, and you took care of that in high school. So let's talk about, one, what made you kind of decide to go the basketball route other than football or volleyball?
So my family is a very football-oriented family. I had a cousin who was Heisman runner-up, Colt Brennan, great quarterback. My dad played, my grandpa played, all my cousins played. My cousin is the head football coach at Arizona Wildcats right now. So we have a very football-oriented family. But so I played football. I played football my sophomore year and my freshman year. But when I got to my junior year, I got a little too tall. Those dudes, I could start to see in their eyes a little bit. They're starting to go a little bit too low for me. So, I made a commitment to my family. I'm like, I don't think I can play football no more. Let's just stick it to basketball. Let's put all of our eggs in one sport. And, thanks to God, I'm here now.
I think you made a great decision.
Yeah.
We're happy you made the basketball decision.
Those football coaches weren't too happy when
big target in the red zone.
Yeah.
What position did you play in football?
I played tight end and defensive end.
Makes sense.
So red zone, tight end, defensive end. But I remember when I told my football coaches I'm not coming back, they were like pulling me out of class, trying to get me back.
Trying to sit you down and talk you out of it.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the other sport that you played, volleyball, because I don't think we hear a lot of kind of male volleyball players transitioning and then coming to basketball. I love that. So when did you start playing volleyball? How did that become part of your athletic life?
I have a ton of cousins. I have a ton of girl cousins that played volleyball all their life, and I always went out and watched them play and had fun watching them play. So I tried to, and I would play with them too. We would, pepper and stuff like that and hit it over the net. So then I tried it out in high school because I moved from Oregon to Arizona and I wanted to make new friends. So I was playing a lot of sports to make some new friends. And I love volleyball, played volleyball, but volleyball's super good. It gets your jumps and your coordination correct and stuff like that. I'm more of a physical guy, and volleyball is on the biggest physical sport. So after I transitioned from my freshman year, I played football and basketball, and then just stuck it out in basketball after that.
So what skills do you think that you learned in volleyball transfer and even help you now that you're playing in basketball?
I would say a lot of verticality, like getting up there, going to hit the ball, tracking the ball, getting your steps in place. You have to have quick feet and get off the ground fast. So those are all basketball skills or basketball things you have to do and help me in that way.
So whether it's on the volleyball court or the basketball court, Duke Brennan is in the middle doing it all.
Absolutely.
I like it.
Hold it down in the middle.
You hold it down in the middle. Talk about how that family lineage, how that athletic family has helped you and even motivated you to be in the place that you are now.
Oh my goodness. I think my family is everything in my motivation, giving back to them, but we're such a competitive and loving family. So growing up, we strive to be that, and seeing those. I'm one of the younger cousins of it all. So, you know, being back and seeing them go off to college and seeing, you know, my older cousins playing sports, and Colt, like I was young when Colt was still at Hawaii, seeing him go through his stuff. It was amazing. I mean, that's what you dreamed about when you were a kid. So holding on to those dreams really, you know, inspired me to just put all my effort into, you know, the game of whatever I was playing. So that's, you know, that's where my will comes in. A lot of it is, you know, I think about my family and think about, you know, the blessing to be in my family, and you know, I'm really thankful for it. So when I step over those lines, I give it all I got.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I know those family, like, you know, those family reunion games and the
Oh,
Thanksgiving
yeah.
fight at the Brennan household.
Yeah.
I know those are crazy competitive games.
Yeah,
right there.
yeah.
Who's the most competitive in the family? Of all the athletes, who's the one you're like, that guy cannot separate the athlete from
I would say myself. I'm the most competitive in the family, but my dad's super competitive. My older cousin, super competitive. But I mean, it's all around. You don't want to get us going because they know everyone's going to be jumping in. Especially now we're older, so like it's not as much as like Thanksgiving bowl at Thanksgiving football. It's when we really get competitive. It's bowling now. We just like every 4th of July after you know, the fireworks and stuff, we go to the bowling alley and then it's on. You better have your bowling game on because it ain't as physical anymore, but we can still be competitive at it. So we all do that.
We're all coming from our different sports, and we're leveling the playing field.
Yes, exactly.
Who's the family bowler then? Who's going to Lumber Liquidators?
Ooh, my dad used to be really good at bowling. My Uncle Bo used to be. He's still super good. I think Brent Brennan's super good too. Brent and Brad Brennan are super good.
You have to say both their first and last names, and yes, they are good at bowling.
Yes,
you said it, bro. So even about the name Duke, right? Such a sports name. Is there a story behind that name, family lineage, or anything?
Yeah, there is a story. So my dad, you know, he was a big basketball fan growing up and stuff, and he used to watch those, you know, earlier Duke teams. He used to love Duke and love the brotherhood there. So when it came to naming his first son, he was like, I'm going to either name him Cameron or Duke, and they play at Cameron Indoor Stadium. So, you know, he eventually got my mom on track to call me Duke. But, you know, it's really cool because growing up, we used to watch, you know, brotherhoods in basketball, real big blue bloods in college basketball. So being able to, you know, come into a place like Villanova and playing for a blue blood in a brotherhood like this is like, you know, always been a dream for me. You know, even if it was me watching Duke when I was a little kid, I know these little kids here are watching Nova and with their dads, and it's super cool. You know, it's always a dream of mine to, you know, go play for a brotherhood in a blue blood program. So being able to come here to Nova and be putting on that jersey and going out there and play is a dream come true.
Well, you're out of brotherhood for sure.
Absolutely, dog.
Brother, and maybe we look forward to meeting Nova Brennan.
Yes. Appreciate you, dog.